the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Volunteers will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're in overdrive already into the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Got it in the middle, it's Cade. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. He'll do it himself. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
So Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now,
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Tennessee! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Coming out with it, it's Pierre. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Right on the money. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Fires left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
That whole building gets excited because transfer portal is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer portal.
Makes the catch at the 35. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And the Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Well, they keep it on the ground. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Vols decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. He's got his man across the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Makes the grab. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Has to get there to move the sticks. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Gamecocks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to sneak it.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward with this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Under fire. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one, no problem. QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
Give to the back. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's still running after the move. the fumble.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Vols look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. So nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown ball! Great job by the back on the option.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal and understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Pulls it in. It's gained. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So here is the Tennessee offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. There he goes. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented when he
sends it downfield. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, 1st down. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Right on target this time. And they'll knock him down. The Vols want to move quickly. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, going for the big play. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
That's a great job down in the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Quick completion on the out route. Runs through the tackle and runs through another guy. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Evie. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the ground with the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Volunteers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Pressure coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. That's caught. It's Scantleberry. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Reese. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And the Vols in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Using his legs to buy some time. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. To the air on 1st down. Rushes on him. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. play fake, now to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Play number 9 on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And the try is no good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Punch it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They boot it away on 4th down. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. He's got his man. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more... go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are. Drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Abbey. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but you see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Vols headed quickly to the line. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Yeah, nice job by the D defending the RPO. They didn't bite on the play fake too hard. Everybody was able to stay back, and they ultimately forced the incompletion.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their one-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard. That's where they'll mark him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here comes the heat. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I tell you what, really good job by the defense. They did not bite on it thinking it was a long pass down the field. You could tell they were ready for it. As soon as they saw the screen, they broke on it, got the running back down super quick.
Quickly complete.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. From the shotgun, the inside give. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they're not on the same page. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if...
Breaks into the open. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. The RPO, it's complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've come out with answers on this possession and now another first down. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Swings it out to the flat. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and nailing on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. There he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Hand off from the gun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got it looking for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Vols have this offense rolling. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Reese. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the air.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points.
got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Gaines. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Floats it out in space. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's Kane. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So here is the Tennessee offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the 4th quarter. 1st down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The Vols want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Extra point here will give them the lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off play action on first down. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown ball. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point. And they had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone. It's Pierre. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Gamecocks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. caught behind the line. It's Emby. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Cade. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the draw. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Snagged in the middle. It's Cade. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Catch in the middle. It's Cade. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, man.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
He's in open space downfield. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And here's a fumble way. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. The 30. He's at the 10. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Takes the easy completion. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The offense will try to run out the clock with the lead.
3:25.
Leaves it with the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking back.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As this offense tries to drain the clock, take the play clock down to a fraction of a second. Don't give the defense an inch to breathe. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man quickly. Just outside the red zone. If they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hauls it in. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Vols have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Gets away from one. He's got space. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
You know, I think in this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
He's taking the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. With the catch, it's Gaines. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Looking to throw again. With the catch, it's Kane. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on second and short. He's going to throw deep right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Shakes off the defender. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Thielen on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time, but just can't come up with a completion?
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Takes the knee, and the perfect season is still alive. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.